You know that specific heavy feeling you get at about 6 p.m. on a Tuesday?
Oh, yeah.
It's not just physical tiredness. It's like your brain has been in a blender, your shoulders are practically touching your ears, and your patience is, well, it's gone.
That's modern survival mode right there. We are all living in it.
Exactly. And in that moment, the fantasy is always the same. You just want to teleport to a spa. You want silence, you want heat, and you want absolutely nobody asking you for anything.
But then reality hits.
Reality hits, you check your bank account, you check the clock, and you realize you can't actually drive 30 minutes to a spa, pay $100, and get home in time for dinner.
Right. The friction is just too high. Self-care is great in theory, but when the logistics are harder than the stress you're trying to relieve, you don't do it.
Which is why today we're looking at a potential loophole. We're looking at a wooden box.
A very specific wooden box.
The JNH Lifestyle's Joyous 2-person far infrared sauna. It claims to be the answer to that friction, a way to put the spa in your spare room.
Or your basement, or even a large walk-in closet, apparently.
But here's the mission for this deep dive. This unit costs around $18.99. That's mid-range, but let's be real, that's a chunk of change.
It is.
So we need to figure out if this is actually a luxury experience or if you're just buying a very expensive wooden closet that gets, lukewarm.
And to do that, we've pulled the technical specs, we've compared the heating elements, and we have dug through over 250 verified user reviews to see what really happens.
Okay, let's start with the basics because sauna is a loaded word. When I say sauna, most people are picturing a gym steam room.
Right. Lots of fog, wet tiles, maybe a questionable smell.
Is that what we're talking about here?
Not at all. And that distinction is vital. This is a far infrared sauna.
Okay.
If you buy this expecting steam, you'll be very disappointed. A steam room heats the air with humidity. Infrared uses light we can't see to create heat.
So it's dry heat.
Completely dry. And the mechanism is different. Instead of just heating the air around you, infrared light actually penetrates about 1.5 inches into your body's tissue.
So it heats you from the inside out.
Exactly. It heats you, not just the air. It's like standing in the sun on a cold day.
Yeah.
The air can be crisp, but you feel warm where the light hits you.
Got it. Now, the physical footprint, I think a lot of people just assume they need a mansion for a home sauna.
Yeah, or a dedicated pool house.
What are the actual dimensions here?
It's surprisingly compact. We're looking at roughly 47 inches wide by 39.5 inches deep.
Wait, so it's less than 4 feet by 4 feet?
Correct. It is likely smaller than the footprint of your bathtub.
Wow. That easily fits in the corner of a bedroom. Okay, now the build. It's wood, obviously, but the specs say 100% Canadian Hemlock. Is that just marketing fluff?
No, it actually really matters. Cedar is more traditional, sure, but for an indoor unit like this, Hemlock is the gold standard for a couple of reasons.
Like what?
Well, first, it's durable. It's kiln dried, so it doesn't warp. But the really big one is the resin content.
Resin? You mean like sap?
Exactly. Pine sap. You heat some woods up to 140 degrees and they start to weep. You get sticky drips, strong smells. Hemlock has very low resin. It stays dry and neutral.
And that's huge if you're sensitive to smells.
Huge. And here's the most critical point, health-wise. The wood is untreated and chemical-free. You do not want to be sitting in a hot box breathing in formaldehyde from glued-together plywood while you're trying to detox.
Right, that kind of defeats the entire purpose.
So the Hemlock is a safety feature, really.
Okay, the wood makes sense. But here's the real hurdle for me, and I assume most people, the wiring. I imagine I have to hire an electrician, rip open drywall.
Install a heavy-duty 220-volt line, like for a hot tub. Yeah.
Which can cost almost as much as the sauna itself.
And that is usually true. But that's the magic trick of this specific model. It is plug and play.
Define plug and play.
I mean, it has a standard 3-prong plug. You plug it into a normal 110-volt, 15-amp outlet.
The same outlet I plug my vacuum cleaner into.
The exact same one. Or your microwave. Or your phone charger.
How is that even possible? Does it just not get that hot?
Oh, it gets plenty hot. But it's efficient. The total power draw is 1,540 watts. A high-end hair dryer can be 1,800 watts.
So it uses less power than drying my hair? That's actually shocking.
It's a game changer. It means renters can own this. It means you can move and just unplug it and take it with you.
Okay, that barrier is gone. But now I have to play devil's advocate. If it's using so little power, can it perform? It has carbon fiber heaters. Why is that better than ceramic?
So think of an old space heater with those glowing orange ceramic bars.
Sure, super hot to the touch.
Exactly. They create intense, localized heat. You get hot spots. Your back might feel like it's roasting, but your knees are cold.
I hate that feeling. It's like standing too close to a bonfire where your face is burning, but your back is freezing.
Precisely. This unit has 7 large, flat carbon fiber panels. The surface area is massive.
So the heat is more spread out?
It's distributed evenly. It surrounds you. And the placement is smart back, sides, and this is the one people love, right by the calves.
The calves. Interesting.
It ensures a full body sweat. But here's the counterintuitive part. A traditional steam sauna might be 180, 190 degrees. This tops out around 140 Fahrenheit.
See, that sounds low to me. 140 is a hot day in Arizona, not a scorching sauna.
Right, but in a traditional sauna, the air is so hot, your body just goes into emergency cooling mode. Your heart rate spikes. You can't breathe easily.
Yeah, I feel lightheaded pretty fast in a steam room. It feels like work.
With infrared, the air is a comfortable 110 to 140. You can breathe. You can relax, but that light is penetrating your tissues, so you're actually sweating more profusely, and you can stay in for 30, even 45 minutes.
So it's an endurance game. You stay in longer, you sweat more, but you aren't suffering.
It transforms it from an ordeal into a therapy session.
Speaking of therapy versus hazard, we have to talk about EMFs, electromagnetic fields.
The invisible elephant in the room. It's a valid concern.
So where does this unit land on that spectrum?
It's engineered to be low EMF.
Yeah.
It's not zero. Almost nothing in your house is zero. But the levels are comparable to everyday electronics, like your laptop.
Okay, so bottom line, I'm not microwaving myself.
You are not.
Yeah.
And they pair that with dual wall insulation. The heat stays in, but the outside walls stay cool to the touch.
Which is huge if you have kids or a dog sniffing around.
Exactly. It's designed for a home environment.
So we have a safe, efficient plug-in box, but sitting in a box for 45 minutes, that sounds incredibly boring.
Well, they've added some quality of life features. First, audio. It has 2 premium Bluetooth speakers built in.
So I can connect my phone and listen to the deep dive while I detox?
You absolutely can, or music, or meditation. And it has a chromotherapy system.
Fancy word for colored lights.
Pretty much. Light therapy, you can set it to blue light, which is associated with relaxation, or red light, which is used for things like collagen stimulation.
So you can customize the mood. And I noticed the door is all glass.
Tempered safety glass, yeah. That's a big deal. A solid wood door on a small box can feel like a coffin.
Total claustrophobia trigger.
The glass makes it feel open, even though you're enclosed.
Okay, on paper this sounds amazing, but let's get to the real world, the reviews. Over 250 of them, what are people actually saying?
The overall score is 4.8 out of 5 stars, which is, it's incredibly high for a product you have to assemble yourself.
I found one user story that I think is the perfect avatar for this product, a reviewer named Jennifer.
The Apple Watch user.
Yes. She buys it on her doctor's recommendation for stress, but she's data-driven. She said before the sauna, her stress monitor on the watch was showing boiling lava levels.
What a great description of burnout.
Isn't it? But she says after a session, she watched the data shift to cool blue or green. She was watching her nervous system downregulate in real time.
That's the science right there. Shifting from fight or flight to rest and digest. Seeing it on a graph must be so validating.
And she said her skeptical husband is now a total convert.
We saw that pattern a lot. One person buys it, the whole family gets addicted.
Speaking of addicted, tell us about Kimberly M.
The ultimate endorsement, the repeat buyer.
Right.
So Kimberly bought one, loved it, then sold her house. And the buyers negotiated to keep the sauna. So she moves into her new place and immediately buys the exact same model again.
That says everything.
It does. And she also noted the company had improved the packaging the second time around, so they're iterating.
What about daily use? Does it take forever to heat up?
That's a great question. According to a user named Mary S., it takes about 10 minutes to preheat. So by the time you get your water and towel ready, it's good to go.
That's fast. That fits into a routine.
It does.
Yeah.
But we promised an honest breakdown. It can't all be perfect.
The cons. There is one consistent scream of frustration in the reviews.
The instruction manual.
The instruction manual. Apparently it's outdated or just bad. Multiple users were panicking because they couldn't find the power cord.
Right, because it's tucked inside one of the wall panels for shipping, but the manual doesn't explain that clearly.
The pro tip from users was, throw the paper away and just watch the video tutorial online.
Always good advice. What of the build quality itself?
Mostly good. But a reviewer, Antoinette W., noted that her panels didn't line up perfectly flush at the corners. We're talking tiny millimeter gaps.
So not a deal breaker, but if you're a perfectionist.
It might drive you crazy. And she also mentioned that while customer service was responsive about a cracked panel, the replacement part took weeks to arrive.
So a little patience might be required.
Okay, let's synthesize this. Pros: cost-effective, plug-and-play, heats up fast.
Cons: terrible manual, possible shipping delays, and minor cosmetic imperfections.
Yeah.
So, who should actually buy this?
Who is this for?
I think the biggest winner here is the renter. The fact that it's not a permanent fixture is a game changer. You can have this in a one-bedroom apartment and take it with you when you move.
That's huge. Who else?
Couples. It actually does fit 2 adults. And obviously, wellness enthusiasts on a budget. If you're paying a gym membership just for the sauna, this pays for itself in about a year.
Okay. And who should avoid it? Who should run away?
Commercial users.
Yeah.
Do not put this in your gym. It's residential grade. It's not built to run 12 hours a day.
And what about solo builders?
I wouldn't risk it. The panels are fine, but that glass door is heavy and awkward. You really need a second person. Don't try to be a hero.
Okay, zooming out, I keep coming back to Jennifer and her Apple Watch.
It's a powerful image, isn't it?
It really is. We live in this era where we're obsessed with measuring our problems. We track our sleep, our steps, our stress lava. We have the diagnosis constantly staring us in the face.
But we rarely invest in the prescription. We just verify that we're stressed.
Yeah.
And then keep being stressed.
Exactly. The data isn't the solution.
And that's what makes a product like this so interesting. It's a dedicated physical tool in your home with one single purpose: to force your nervous system to downregulate.
It's a kill switch for the stress response.
It is. And maybe, in this day and age, owning a tool like that isn't really a luxury anymore.
You think it's becoming a necessity?
I think having a reliable way to recover from the modern world is,
If you can turn a corner of a room into a sanctuary that stops the lava, that seems like a worthy investment to me.
I agree.
If you want to dive deeper into the specs or check the current pricing on the JNH Joyous, we've linked it for you in the description below.
Take care of yourself out there.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive. Go sweat it out, and we'll catch you next time.
As the chemicals, they take us higher.